Hello, my friends! I have been feeling pretty inspired recently by some other creators and mutuals, by their weekly reset routines and just kind of productivity routines, so I thought I would walk you all through mine. So today we are going to be going through my Notion and kind of what I do every week to kind of get myself on track and make sure things are running smoothly, basically. I have a list of different things we're going to go through, and I don't typically do these things all at once. It kind of gets spread throughout the week. Figure we just go through them. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is my weekly reset Notion page. It's just a separate page in my general Notion hub, and I have all of my tasks listed out on this page, and I just have a cute little bear at the top. And just says weekly reset. So getting into the actual tasks, my first category I have here is organization. This is just kind of things and admin tasks to get me organized for the week. So to start off, I have emptying my email inboxes, which is not a super fun task, but it must be done. I must go through all of my emails and go through all of the random junk that gets sent to me in my personal inbox, my work email, and also my kind of creator email. That is how I avoid having 30,000 unread emails. Next, I go through my downloads folders and I go ahead and clear that out. I end up downloading a bunch of random stuff as I'm making my YouTube videos, and it just kind of clogs up the download folder. Any loose papers I need to make sure get processed, just putting away any mail pieces, any random pieces of paper that I have printed out or gotten, just making sure those all get put away in their designated spots. And then generally cleaning up my desk and my office space. It's really important for me to keep a clean office because I feel like I just can't focus if my office is a mess. If my office is a mess, then I am a mess and I can't get anything done. So it's important for me to have a clean office space. Down here on the second half, I have house tasks. So these are tasks that need to get done throughout the week to just keep the house in tip-top shape. So to start, gotta wash the sheets on a weekly basis. Gotta make sure that gets done. I actually started doing this thing I saw on TikTok called Beat the Sheets. And it's where you throw your sheets into the wash and dryer, and then as that is going, you gotta clean the whole house, and you're trying to clean the house faster than the sheets get done, which I think has been a fun way to gamify the cleaning experience. I was exhausted after my first run of it, but I think I'll do it again this week. Another fun one is beat the coffee machine, and that is to do the dishes while the coffee machine is running. So it kind of helps. I think it's working so far. Next, empty the bathroom garbage. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. This next task, go through half clean clothes. I have this basket in my room of clothes that aren't necessarily dirty and that I would wear again, but I don't want them mingling with the rest of my clothes. So going through that basket, making sure anything I do want to wash gets thrown in a hamper, and if anything needs to be hung back up, hang that back up then. Is that like weird? Do other people have half clean clothes? I don't know. That's always something I do. Decide on weekly meals. We have quite the busy schedule, so it's really important for us to decide on what meals we are eating beforehand. So then we make sure we take out all of the ingredients, any meats in the freezer that need to thaw, or if we need to make any marinades, or if we need to pick up things from the grocery store, then we know and we kind of have that information all laid out. So it's been really helpful to write down weekly meals. We have this acrylic board on the fridge, and we just write down the meals of the week there, and that has kept us like on schedule for food, and we've prevented a lot of food waste in the house and just have been eating better in general and less door dashing and less takeout. So that has been good for us. Every week the garbage person comes, so we gotta make sure we toss out any old food before trash day. Just anything that seems to be expired or we're not eating, old leftovers, that kind of thing. Another self-explanatory one, running the laundry baskets. Gotta do laundry, you gotta. And then this last one, decide on any cleaning tasks for the week and then assign them days. In my main Notion hub, I do have a day-to-day task list. I won't be going through that in detail, but I do have that, and that is where kind of I get into more of my cleaning details of the week, kind of picking out like, oh, I think this needs to get done this week, so assigning a day to it, and yeah, that kind of thing. Moving up into more hobby stuff, this is more getting cleaned up on my devices. I gotta archive any Steam Deck games. I've been really enjoying playing games on my Steam Deck specifically, so that is where most of the games are getting downloaded these days. So just going through there and archiving any games I've beat or that I don't want to play anymore. Same thing goes for my Kindle. I download so many library books, so just going through there and making sure I've gotten rid of any library books and just gotten rid of the download and kind of removed it from my Kindle in general, so then I don't have to see it popping up if I'm looking for something to read. And audiobooks as well. I download a lot of audiobooks, so those gotta go too once I'm done reading them, or if I feel like I'm not gonna read them at all. The next section we are going to get into is kind of work stuff. This is stuff to kind of keep me on track and productive in my work life and my career. This first task is to review my Google Calendar. If it's not in my Google Calendar, it does not exist. It is not real in my head. Everything must go in the Google Calendar. All of my tasks, all of my events, any hangouts with friends, birthday parties, it all goes in the Google Calendar. And so checking it on a regular basis is really essential. I check it pretty much every day, but just making sure I'm caught up with it in the next couple of weeks and I know what's coming up and what should I keep on my radar. This next task is to review and update my content calendar. As a creator, I need to stay organized and make sure I am full of content ideas and regular posts and all that kind of thing. And I just keep it organized in a separate page on my Notion. It's just like a calendar page, and I kind of write out any ideas, any things I need to touch on in a particular post, and things like that go in there. There's nothing here. As I mentioned earlier, I do have a separate page for my Notion homepage, and that has kind of day-to-day tasks on it. So I go in there and I make sure that is updated on a weekly basis as well. And kind of in tandem with that, I write in my planner for the week. I take any tasks from that daily task list and put it into my planner, just to kind of help me remember to do those things, make my memory a little bit better with that. I also go on Pinterest on a weekly basis and just upload any backlogged content to there, just to reshare and kind of get more traffic to my pages and to my content, and just anything that looks Pinteresty, I'll upload there. And these last two are actual work things, actual career things, and less content creation things. If you've been here for a while, then you know I was laid off from my job in December, and I've been actively looking for work since then. And these last two items kind of involve that, submitting my unemployment claim on a weekly basis, and then also applying for jobs. I pretty much apply for jobs on a daily basis. I gotta make sure that's all done. Yeah. And that is about it for my weekly reset. It's kind of short and sweet, but I think it's better that way, because if the list were any longer, I might not get it done. And then I'll feel bad, and then I won't do any of it. So I think it's kind of better this way, to keep it kind of short and sweet. That is how I stay organized on a weekly basis. Those are the kind of things I do to keep myself in order. I hope this video was helpful. I will link some of the videos I watched before this. There are a couple of creators and mutuals who kind of inspired this bout, and I know I have kind of felt in a slump lately and trying to get out of it. Sticking to my weekly tasks has been helpful. I have things I need to do, things I need to stick to, and those things will get done kind of no matter what. So I hope this inspires you to get organized, to be productive. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.